What's going on, y'all? It's your boy June Archer here, the Winner Circle. And today I have two special guests, the legendary DJ duo here representing the 15th anniversary of the Lincoln Park Music Fest. I have the incredible, amazing, my big brothers, my mentors, godfathers of what I call the DJ game. The Awesome Two. What up, big bro?
What's up, family? How you?
Man, listen, I woke up today. I'm excited. I got the call to come here, spend some time with you. Celebrating 40 years.
Yeah, man.
Not only just music, we're talking about hip hop. I want to take us back to the humble beginnings. A lot of people don't know. Y'all walk around like brothers, but the bond is a little stronger than just that. For some people that don't know, y'all are related.
Yes.
First cousin.
First cousin, yeah.
My father is his mother's brother. Yeah, how about that?
I think it's very intriguing because when you look at the history of hip hop or music in general, right? You talk about some of the most popular groups, popular dynamic duos and trios. There's always an element of, man, I respect what you're doing, Ted, but I'm about to do my own thing. Like y'all have managed 40 years to remain together, to put your footprint on hip hop. How have you been able to do that? I get it, cousins, I understand that.
Right.
But personalities, because I got some cousins, I'm like, man, bro, like I'm gonna need a break. How have y'all managed over 40 years to remain?
Well, it's been just a common goal, you know what I mean? We have our differences, you know what I mean? But we basically just try to get through that like anybody else, any family member, and just, we see the common goal, you know what I mean? And we both love hip hop, and we're like, listen, let's go cool off somewhere, boom, get back at it, and just try it again. You know?
Like any relationship, you got ups and downs, but you got to move forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to do it by myself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I got to have my brother with me.
Definitely.
Now, when we talk about creativity, there's always one person that's more creative than the other. There's always one person who's, I'm gonna go get it, I'm gonna bring it back. Between the both of you, what role did each of you play throughout this journey?
Well, I mean, the role that we definitely have is, we both started DJing together. We could both do similar things, but we know basically, Ted's a little stronger, mixing wise, and, speaking wise, I've been working on doing that over the years, but I first started doing the radio game. So it was just, just common goal, trying to make sure that we,
And he brought me in.
Yeah, I did.
We're cousins, right? But we were both separately doing our own thing.
Right.
Kay had a crew called Ice Productions in Passaic, New Jersey.
Right.
And they was doing their thing. I was in Hackensack. I'm from Hackensack, and I was doing my DJ thing, and we really linked up when our grandfather passed away, and we're in the same space, so we talking and we talking and we talking. We're like, oh man, we need to link up. And that's how it really formed what you see today.
Definitely.
And there was some history in Jersey, but who inspired you as DJs to even DJ and want to get to the next level in terms of radio?
As far as radio, as far as me, I know when we first started doing WHBI, my love for it was listening to Mr. Magic. Calling the station like any other fan would be, trying to get on, trying to get to him. And he would always be like, I would get through, but he'd always be like, man, call me back, man. Get back to me, man. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, I'm going to get back to you. I'm persistent. I'm going to keep calling. And eventually, he got frustrated with me calling and said, listen, talk to Jerry Bloodrock, man. He's another radio DJ on there. Maybe he can help you. And that's when everything started for us. Jerry was open to take us in and showing me the ropes. Basically, that's saying, I'm gonna give you the keys and you just run with it, but make sure you keep the show.
Right.
Now, a lot of folks don't know keeping the show consists of a lot.
A lot.
WHBI alone, it was a buy time station, which you got to pay for your own time and try to sell it to advertisers. But trying to sell it in 1982, 83,
Hip hop.
that's a whole different time. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't really open like that. First, they didn't know it was gonna be a fair anyway.
They thought it was going to be a fact.
Yeah, so it wasn't like it is now.
Right.
So commercialized and what have you. So
They had no belief in it.
yeah.
But some people don't understand the buy time piece, right?
Well, like I said, it was a station WHBI. All these DJs that was on there
Right.
had to pay for their time. They give you a number to pay for the time, and you got to go sell it or at least get the money from somewhere. And once you got the money, they like go ahead, go on and do your thing, do whatever you want to do. I don't care what you do, but and all thing was hip hop. So, there's a lot of cats back then. I'm thinking back from Jerry Bloodrock to Bambaataa to Kiki Alexander to so many cats. That
Multiple cats that was
multiple
on the
cats.
air.
Yeah.
And I suppose them bills, like, I'm going to go do something else. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Plus, there was a lot of reggae guys at the time that was on there.
Reggae guys did well.
Gilbert, they did well because they had that.
Their community, I think, was
Exactly.
tighter.
Community
Much
is
tighter.
tight,
Definitely
yeah.
tighter.
You know?
Definitely tighter. And
Hip hop,
Yeah.
But it was new. It was new.
it was
right?
new. Hip hop was new.
When you talk about reggae, you're talking about a group of people that come and bring their culture here.
There you go.
And if you have the outlet and the
Right.
platform,
Right.
it's easy to embrace.
Right.
You guys are buying time.
Right.
During that part of the journey for you, how did you feel about the buying time piece and then breaking art? You guys are responsible for breaking artists. How did you manage to be able to let them know, like, hey, like we're buying this time, but we need you to come and do drops, interviews? Like, how did you parlay that into success?
They would still come do that, but I think more with us, Jerry kind of like got us and showed us how to, contact the label, because the labels at the time had to get their artists out there too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what kind of generated more stuff for us. And Jerry had a record pool where we got DJs that want to, do the same thing we're doing, and we service them with records and product and what have you. And that was kind of income that we used for the radio show too.
I mean, at that time, you guys are what age though? A buying radio time, like? Because some kids, I think, at that time, paper routes,
Yeah, right.
We was
carrying
just
groceries, like.
Right.
we was just standing in front of that we had the Awesome 2 exhibit in Lincoln Park at the gallery, and we were just looking at that album, the Nice and Smooth album, the first album.
Classic cover.
Damn, how old was we when we did that?
Yeah.
So we was doing radio before that picture.
Right.
So that what did we say 20?
Easily.
So 82. I didn't even start in 80. You really started in 82.
I just came out of college. Not out of college, but I was still in college.
Right.
And I was doing radio there. And like I said, by calling the station, I met Jerry. And Jerry kind of had his own show on HBI. And then that's how things started moving.
Really teenagers.
Yeah,
I was like 17.
At least.
So let me ask you this, because I love y'all for what you've contributed. I love you for how you've reached back and pushed forward.
Right.
When you look at what's been curated in your honor, while you're here, you're still alive.
Yeah.
And I walk in and I see that Nice and Smooth cover.
Yeah.
And Greg Nice was there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm asking him, like, how do you feel looking at this cover, right? And that's when we talked about the age. But as you guys walk in and you see things that are timepieces and say, man, wow, look at Kid and Play. Wow, look at Busta Rhymes. Wow, look at, how do you feel? And I'm certain you walked through these doors multiple times up till today. Mm-hmm. But how do you feel? I'm gonna start with you, big brother. Like, how did you feel walking in and just seeing everything?
It's kind of mind-boggling, but it's more like more proud, really like, this is what I dreamed about doing, while I was young. We had visions of doing it, but just didn't know, and just felt proud, and real thankful that we was able to still be here and do what we do,
Dude. Doubling on what he said, I mean, all this stuff lives in my house, right? So ain't like I ain't seen it before, but
it's proud,
to see it the way it was displayed
Yeah.
in this exhibit, and other people see it and say, that's really cool, and it's humbling, but it feels good.
I know prior to us filming, you talked about not asking questions about stories, and not that I'm gonna ask one, but
Here it comes.
I know that when you look at these plaques that are on the wall, and I started to realize myself when I'm going out and talking to kids, I said this to my wife, these plaques have stories that we can't very well tell if they're just at home.
Right.
So as we see them on the wall, and people, man, Bad Boy, man, Tribe Called Quest, man, KRS-One. For you to see the journey of all these artists, when you talk about some of the dopest DJs, man, we've lost so many, from Jam Master Jay to K-Slay, and you guys are still here. How important is it for you to let people know, man, like the DJ is the essence?
That's right.
It becomes even more important because that part of what we do has become less important in the hip hop space. You know what I mean? At one time, it was the DJ and everything else.
That's right. Yeah.
Now it's everything else and the DJ.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes it's it has ebbs and flows, but it's real important to let people know. This is how it was. We know how it is now, but it's still the DJ is still that person.
That's how it starts. That's how it starts. You know what I mean?
Well, you guys break the records. And I believe in my heart of all hearts, and I'm always pro artist because I was that first.
Right.
You guys make the best A&Rs. You guys make the
I
best
agree.
producers. We could talk about, we could name them, right?
Yeah.
You got Hank and Keith Shockley.
Right.
Great. You got
Great.
Jermaine Dupri, right? And the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
For you, who are some of the artists that you broke that you are super proud of today?
There's a lot. Some we forgot, some we remember. But top billing would be one of them, right?
Yeah, audio too. Definitely.
So, in our prime, we had our peers, Red Alert, Chuck Chill Out, and they were on a bigger station than ours. So we kind of had to figure out ways to make people want to listen to us even later than they came on. We came on, we used to come on 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, but when Red and Chuck was on, there was a point where we were coming on right after them. They would go 9 to 12, we would come on at 12. Right. So if you listen to hip hop for 4 hours, 9 to 12, right? 10, 11, 12, 3 hours, what makes you want to hear more?
Right.
So we would have to play B-sides.
Right.
We'd have to just do more work than they did.
Literally digging in the crate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Top Billin' was one of those records that kind of illustrates what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was the B-side
Right.
of I Like Cherries.
Yeah.
And so we played that. That's what we played.
Right.
And it became, Top Billin'. Milk is chillin', Kids is chillin'. Just to give you one example.
Now, what was your first gold or platinum? What was the first gold and what was the first platinum?
First one.
It might be on that wall. I mean, the show might be the first record gold record we got, I think.
Yeah, plus two, and a lot of us don't know, Jay Bloodrock was involved with reality records, like quietly.
Right.
You know what I mean? So everything that kind of Jerry did, he did Rock Master Scott Down 3 on reality. And just a lot of stuff that he did, and it kind of helped funnel some money from that to the radio too, you know what I mean? So that helped us down the road and gave us recognition by being down with them,
So was the Audio 2 the first record that you guys broke?
Oh, no.
It wasn't the first.
No way.
No, it
What was the first?
Now you're asking
Gotta
questions
be
I
multiple.
cannot answer.
Gotta be multiple.
But I know one.
Because we came on 82, right?
Right.
So what the heck was out in 82?
Run.
No, Run wasn't out yet.
No, Run didn't come to 83.
Yeah, this is
Fat Boys.
Rappers Delight. And,
None of that was out
None of
yet.
that was out.
There was no big. Curtis Blow came out when, 81?
Yeah, might be Curtis
The
Blow.
breaks? Well, we didn't break. I don't think we broke Curtis Blow. We were playing a lot of underground. Well, it's all underground at that point.
Right.
In 82, right?
Right.
The show is 85, I think.
Yeah.
And we were one of the first people to support the show, Lottie Dottie and all of that. But to say what's our first record we broke, I never really thought about that.
I know the first group that we broke that I got really extra excited about was Rakim.
86.
Right.
86.
Yeah, and the one good thing I always said about Rakim is, like a lot of DJs, their whole pride thing is, I played it first. I played it first.
Right.
And we all say that. You know what I mean?
Everybody
Just
says
get props. But Rakim put it on the record.
it helps.
It helps.
When the artist says yeah. Because, you know, everybody, Chuck says it, Red says it,
Right.
I bet Flex says it. You know, we all ain't break the record. One person broke it.
Right.
Awesome 2 broke it. But the way we broke it is Eric B. Okay, longer story. So we started hip hop in the Latin Quarter.
Get out.
Right. I was getting ready to go there, but go ahead.
Okay.
So the reason we started hip hop in Latin Quarter, because, like we said, we would have to go to do our radio show. It would come on so late, and nobody had no money, nobody had no car. We live in Jersey. We'd have to take buses to the city,
Right.
and you can't catch them at 1 and 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. You got to go.
then.
Right.
No, you got to go and just wait till. So we'd go and we'd walk around the city. Oh shit, it's club. Let's check it out. And that's how we found the space, the Latin Quarter. So then we was like, well, let's talk to the owners. Let's see if we can get a night here.
Got the Goldbergs and, you know.
The Goldbergs.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what's your worst night? We'll take it. Tuesday. Started Celebrity Tuesday. It became, the book is over. I should get the book. The book is over there, but, you know, Celebrity Tuesdays became a really big thing. All the artists would come there because it was hip hop, you know. And Eric B came one night. Eric B and Eric B for president. We played it at the Latin Quarter, and then our radio show was on the weekend, and we played it there. So we were the ones who broke that record.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Rakim confirms it. Special K and Teddy Taylor was the first ones to play it.
Salute, Rob. Salute.
I appreciate that story.
Yeah.
For DJs, when you talk about history and platforms and ways to put the DJ out front, we had Jack the Rapper, we had New Music Center,
Good
we had
times, good
RPM,
Right.
right? What is lacking in terms of making sure that the DJ gets the credit he deserves or she deserves moving forward?
It's a good question.
That's a good question.
I don't know the answer to that one. I know I just recently seen, what's the guy from Pittsburgh? The rapper? Wiz Khalifa. You know, I don't know what happened, but he kind of disrespected the DJ. He wasn't playing his record. He wasn't playing it long enough. And I was like, that ain't cool. You know what I mean? So I don't know the answer to your question, but it need to be something.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because
We had
we're
those weekend retreats, right? You guys got the records first. You got the cassettes and the CDs.
The test presses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Test press, white labels,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We've gotten so far away
it's a
from
new
that.
day. You don't even get records no more. You get
click of a button, right?
Yeah, digital.
right,
In the universe.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
but no information. You don't know who produced it. You know, all you know you got the song. Yeah, it's different. It's different now.
Take me back to the days when you could look at the back of an album,
That was the best part.
Yeah.
right? And
If you
not
wanted
only
to get
who
that
produced
knowledge.
it, wrote it, who played the horns. Greg Fillinganes played the piano for Mike.
Yeah.
Like, what excites you now about the music to make you fall in love with it again? Because I'm certain throughout the journey, you fall in and out of love.
I think with me it's more just the sound. It just depends on if the sound catches me and gets me inspired, gets me excited. You know what I mean?
Right.
Certain songs I hear now, even the songs that's out now, the new songs, depends something like it's a feel. I would just makes you feel inside. You'd be like,
I would agree.
I like that joint,
It's
yeah.
like when you first heard Slick Rick's album, right?
Right.
Or forget the album. When you first heard the first single off the joint, right? He's like, ooh, what the hell? You know what I mean?
That's different. You know?
Nas, when you first heard Nas album, when you first heard Eric B and Rakim's album, when you first heard KRS-One album, when you first heard Tribe Called Quest album, those feelings right now, they're not as frequent. Don't mean they don't exist.
Right.
But like Kay said, it's the sound, and it's still out there. It's still there.
Yeah.
Hip hop is not dead.
Oh, not at all.
I don't know.
You know, you listen to Awesome 2 show on Scratch Vision. We playing it,
Yeah.
but it's not dead, and it's still there. So it, like Kay said, it's the sound. That's what we look for.
Yeah.
Sound of the rapper, sound of the music. It's still there.
One of the great pieces of history, I believe, in hip hop and a benchmark was the Tribe Called Quest album when you guys were on the cover.
Yeah.
How did that, along with that picture in Brooklyn with everybody, what did that mean to hip hop for you both?
Just to be involved in it was great. For Tribe Called Quest to involve us in it, it felt like, okay, well, shit, we must be doing something right. You know, and I know we supported them early on, so it felt good. You know, really, it's years later when people look at that album and they revere it like, oh, this is it right here, and your face is on it, like, you know. So that it was dope.
I think too, I think it's more relationships too that we established over the years with the group. You know, like, because you know, we play records that we love, we play records that we feel, but then you see the groups and they give it up to you and they be like, you know what I mean? It's a different.
They was listening.
Yeah, we didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Until they came and gave it up to us.
You never know who's, you know. Keep in mind, we started in '82, right? Yeah. So we in a room like a smaller room than this, much smaller, and you don't. All you got is your telephone. People that's calling. And it ain't the artist most of the time. It became the artist. But in the beginning, it was, yo, son, this is Barry Black, which is a good friend of ours now. But it be the neighborhood checking you out. And so you'd be like, I don't know who's really listening. I know it's these dudes in the hood. But then as time goes on and you in the street, and cats is like, yo, you hear all the stories. I wish we could bring in some of the people that could illustrate some of the stories. I mean, I've heard so many stories of how we were on the air and cats was like, yo, my man died that night, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, wow. The way you know, how you touch people, you know, it's crazy.
I want to talk about one thing that really hits home for everyone on this planet. Music hits the soul.
Oh yeah.
And I always like to ask people, this is a great conversation starter in any setting. Music is a soundtrack to our lives.
Oh yeah.
Right? I'm gonna switch up. Usually I ask what song best represents your journey up to this point. But I would like to ask the both of you, is there a lyric from an artist that you know and love that you like? That lyric, I stand on that every day, or when I listen to that song and I hear these lyrics, it gets me ready for my day. It gets me in that zone to go get it, to get that bag, to just to feel good about, just to be grateful to wake up. Is there a lyric for you, big bro? And I'm gonna get to you.
I'm thinking.
I know you got plenty.
It's a bunch of lyrics. I'm just like trying to think of what, you know.
It's too many.
It's too many. But I got inspired. I can tell you the artists, some of the artists that we worked with. I got inspired from some of Smooth B's rhymes. Just the way Smooth would be like metaphorical with a lot of his, the way you know, said things. You know, I'm inspired by some of the stuff that LG's done over the years with us. Just his wordplay and how he was strong on the side. I'm gonna make a song, be a father to your child. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that. Forget whatever else is doing. I'm gonna do this. And he stood on that. So
how about you, bro?
Nah, there ain't no one lyric that can define, because, you know, I'm a Libra, so today is one thing, tomorrow's another thing. But,
all right, what artist, then, let me ask you, what artist embodies your journey? It's their body of work. That.
Same question, really. It's the same question. But I will give you one. I will say it ain't where you from, it's where you at. Rakim said it.
Right.
And I say that because coming from Jersey, we had a hard way to go.
Oh, yeah.
You know, not fighting, but, you know.
The competition.
The competition was all New York. We was the only guys from Jersey.
I mean, accepted. You know what I mean? Like in Jersey, it was like, you know, in the beginning, they were just on small, like, you know, they really thought, like my man in the audience told me earlier, always thought y'all was from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Right. I always thought y'all was from New York.
Yeah. So,
you know,
to your question, that. But there is really no one lyric, you know. But I'll give you that so you can, you know, y'all can type that one up.
Because I think that's dope, right? Because when you listen to KRS, right?
Yeah.
Manhattan keeps on making it. Brooklyn keeps on. There's no mention.
No mention of Jersey.
Jersey.
Right. And I mean, and I understand it because that's where they're from.
Right.
You know, and if he wrote it today, he might add that because he understands. They all understand it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they all understand it today. But in '82, in the earlier days, it wasn't that same thing. You know what I mean? Even though people gave us love.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was always still there. Oh, it's Jersey, you know?
We're off the heels of celebrating the 15th anniversary of Lincoln Park Music Fest.
Yes.
How does it feel? 15 years in your hood,
Yeah.
right? You had Redman performing.
Oh, yeah.
Do It All from Laws.
Yeah, congratulations to Do It
Shout out
All.
those two.
Shout-
Those are my brothers.
Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out.
How did it feel? You were talking about it, prior to getting on. Like, people didn't want to go home. How did it feel?
I mean, it's just always real good with Redman. He always gave love from us from day one. And with Do It All was produced by one of the cats that kind of came up with me and Passaic, K-Def. You know,
Shout out
and
to K-Def.
he ran with us in the beginning days when I was trying to.
He's a prodigy of awesome too,
Exactly.
K-Def.
Definitely is. 'Cause I
Okay.
mean, he was trying to get on and doing what he had to do. We was like, I saw the talent. It's not just me per se, but just we saw the talent. And we was like, you know what? Come on, man. It's like you love it like we love it. And then down the road, I saw how far he was advanced with, his mindset on, I'm gonna do records like this, I'm gonna do records like that. I'm like,
Scientist.
yeah. I'm like, yo, okay, that's different. Real different. So
Who are some of the offshoots of Awesome 2? You talk about.
It's a lot. You talk about K-Def, but it's a lot. I mean, K-Def, like Sheriff Passaic,
right.
he was in a group called Real Live, which was him and Larry O. Where's Larry O from? Inglewood?
Yeah, that's my one, yeah.
Larry O from
That's history
Inglewood.
right there.
Actually, he was live. Was gonna come yesterday. Just something came up, but he was gonna come out yesterday. Wow. So maybe the next one, 16th one.
N.O.G., that's a cousin of ours from
Right.
Boston.
Right.
He was on the show yesterday, killed it.
Right. Of course, Greg Nice. Greg is like entertainer.
That's family from
it's-
earlier.
Yeah, and it's wild.
And Greg Nice is the energy god. Let me
yeah.
just say that.
Yeah.
Not that reggae dude, Greg Nice, but good.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just thinking back to when we met Greg. We met Greg in
Nine Quarters. Yeah.
and we just had a great relationship to this day. Greg is like a real brother. When things get tough, get hard, he there for you. When he showed us kind of the ropes on how to get out there on the road with him and see different things, and let me kind of road manage when I first went out with Ted and them. So it's I got love for him, but to this day, him and Smooth.
What's the best piece of advice you could give any young person coming up into music, no matter what the genre is, but
Right.
they want to DJ?
Right.
What would be the first thing that you would say to them?
Because you mentioned DJ, I would say they gotta love music. I think a lot of people today are genre associated. Like, I'm a house guy. Oh, I'm a hip hop guy. Oh, I'm this. Music.
Yeah.
If I play,
Yeah. Yeah.
although yesterday we did hip hop because it's hip hop day, but I like to touch like 9-10 genres in a party because I love music. I want to hear reggae, I want to hear house, I want to hear dance, I want to hear old school, I want to hear everything. You know what I mean? Go. I want to hear a lot of. So if you love music, don't limit yourself to one genre. That's not the way to go. Because you mentioned DJing. So try to learn a little bit about it all. So you can rock a party, I could play for anybody.
Right.
We do play for everybody. We play for the corporate crowd. We play for ESPN. We do Hip Hop Day with Lincoln Park. If it's Hip Hop Day, we play for the hip hop crowd.
Right.
You know what I mean? We playing for I can't remember the name of that company, Esquire magazine.
Right.
Jaguar. We might play, for the rock crowd.
Right.
But we have an understanding of all that music because we love music.
Right.
So I give that to the DJ. If you love music, love it. Just don't love one part of it.
Right.
You feel me?
How about you?
And I say just be persistent. You just take the pitfalls that come, stay strong-minded, try not to give up. That's the whole thing. Just if this is the goal that you really want, take them pitfalls, you learn from them, you try to keep moving, or you try to reinvent yourself, another way. That way's not working if you can't, because everything is different. I think back, like DJ was, like to D Nice, how D Nice was under the KRS One wing, and they came out with was in the quarantine.
Right. Club
And,
Quarantine.
and then he was the biggest cat.
Where's he at? He's at Carnegie Hall.
Right.
I love this guy.
Right. You know what I mean? So I mean,
Hollywood Bowl.
there you go.
But you know what? He didn't stop.
Right.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Awesome too. We ain't at Carnegie Hall, but we still here because we still do it. We still love it.
That's right.
And we had times when it was like, I'm gonna go sell hot dogs or something.
Yeah. And even one time with the station, because like I said at the beginning, WHBI was on it for 25 years. Paying for time.
Yeah. I mean, if you really love it, you're gonna continue to do it.
Right.
And just stick with it.
Yeah.
We mentioned D Nice. Earlier we talked about DJ Scratch Vision.
Right.
Who are some of your contemporaries that you could share with us that you're like, yo, I'm so glad that they continue to push the culture forward?
Lots of people.
Yeah.
Not to exclude anybody, but
Right.
there are any that
Yeah,
stand
like
out that you said, yo,
Red Alert and Chuck is the first ones that come to mind.
Right.
We really was, the soundtrack of the 80s and the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Red Alert, Chuck Chill Out, Mr. Magic, Marley Marl, awesome too.
Yeah.
So glad to see them continuing on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What else are they gonna do? What else are we gonna do?
Right.
It's what we love.
We love what we do.
So when we see them still doing it, it inspires us to continue on as well.
Right.
And we love to see the new guys. I mean, we're on Scratch Vision, and we've been on so many platforms over the years, from Hot 97 to BLS to
Serious.
Power 105, Sirius.
Right.
We don't own none of that.
right.
Scratch owns his Scratch Vision. So we said we're gonna support this black man. 'Cause we've been everywhere.
Right.
How can we not?
Support our own.
Right.
So we're proud of doing that.
No, and that's dope. Shout out to Scratch.
Yeah.
Amazing brother.
Yeah, man.
And always reaching out. I know even during quarantine, he himself was having guest DJs come in, Maceo,
Right.
which was dope for me. Right before the pandemic, I see Maceo in airport in Germany.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you doing out here? And as you, to your point, loving music, he's like, man, I came over here to a house set. And I'm like,
Right.
Maceo? Like,
Why not?
from
Why not?
De La? Like,
Why
you
not?
came up to Germany to do a house set? Like,
So they try to put the handcuffs like, oh, you just hip hop, but nah, we do it all.
It was dope to know that
Right.
they loved you because of your roots to hip hop.
Right,
But
right.
you coming over here, and I'm certain he mixed it in,
Of course.
somewhere. But it's taking you around the world.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: for the young kid who is in Passaic, who's in Newark, who's in Hackensack, who's been there most of their formative years, how important is it for them to get a passport to understand that the world is much bigger than your 4 blocks?
I saw that on the road ourselves. Even in the beginning. We never even thought that the music could take us even this far. We met, I'm not sure, we got a France connection. I think through the record pool we met one of the guys in France, whatever, and eventually through him, he's like, I'm going to bring you over to France.
No, it wasn't a record pool. It was we had a was it a publicist?
Okay.
What was the guy's name?
Was it, that's now?
No, the publicist. He had a big company. Angelo Ellerby. Thank you.
Angelo. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Angelo Ellerby.
Right.
Well, before Angelo Ellerby, we had some business managers. The ladies from Philadelphia.
All right,
Glenda Gracia,
Right. Yeah.
who was a lawyer for Phyllis Hyman.
Right.
Anyway, she said, you got to get with Angelo, and got with Angelo. And Angelo had us, we'd come in and he'd bring in people to interview us. And one of these people happened to be a French guy
Okay.
who was with a different magazine. I forget the magazine name, but we talked and we communicated, and we eventually started going to Europe every year. We went to Africa, and all because of it all goes back to Angelo and Ellerby and Glenda Garcia. Really,
I can remember. Yeah.
my memory
I
is
remember.
terrible.
I remember. When he said it, I'm like,
You was here for the ride.
I was riding that and hanging out with him. So,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. But to your point, the world is big. I think a passport is so important.
Yeah.
Just to be able to go overseas and experience life differently. It opens your eyes. There's a quote that I don't remember about travel is the only thing you pay for that makes you richer. It truly does. It truly does. We've learned so much by going overseas and seeing a different part of life that I would recommend that especially for people in music. Because the music they understand, they love the American sound. Some of them don't even speak the language.
Yeah.
Right, but they know the lyrics.
They know the lyrics, but then they have their own thing going on too, and you can learn so much.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I would give to the DJs when you asked that question before, like something that they can learn from. Go overseas, no matter where.
Yeah, see the world.
See the world. It's
The
big.
world's- Yeah.
It's very vast.
Yeah.
Very vast.
Right.
We're celebrating you with this gallery, but you have both extended the brand. I want to talk about this drink
shit.
here. Auga.
That's it.
How did that come about? And when can we see this in real life, live and direct, so that consumers and fans of Awesome 2 could go out and support what you guys have created here?
Right. So Auga is a saying that we would always say on our radio show.
Yeah.
Then we made a record. We made a record on, what was it, Fat Wax?
Yeah, Fat Wax.
We put out a record called Auga. This came up, we live in Hackensack. I live in Hackensack. We live in Hackensack. And there was a brewery, Hackensack Brewery, and their thing is bigging up Hackensack and Jersey itself. So we came to an understanding. We did a collaboration. He's gonna put out a beer on us called Auga, and there it is. It's pretty good. It's pretty strong.
It's very good.
It's making noise.
So it's in the stores now. There's a lot of different laws with breweries, for Jersey. So right now it's only in Jersey. We're getting ready to negotiate to do some other things with the brand. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Check out the Awesome 2
Yeah,
social media,
Yeah, social media.
and you'll learn more about it. But it's available now.
I love it because there's a classic line from Big that says, "And you never thought that hip hop would take it this far."
Yeah, man.
How do you feel those humble days,
Man.
paying to be on air, to being a household name when it comes to hip hop, and now a gallery exhibit, a beverage, to extend not only the brand but just
just trying to do new things.
And we got more coming.
Yeah, we're just trying to do new things to expand. We saw a lot of other cats did it, and we're just trying to expand. And we're still learning ourselves. It's been 40 years, and we're still learning.
I mean, we're in a different time now.
Yeah.
If you have a brand,
Yeah.
whatever it is,
Right.
it can be so much more.
Right.
Obviously, Awesome 2 is the brand. Auga is just another leg. We have a cannabis cream coming out soon. So it's unlimited. There's so much you can do.
Right.
So
and y'all are the brand, and we
we
love
try.
the brand.
we appreciate
Proud,
it.
and I gotta say, I love y'all, man. Thank you.
Likewise, brother.
Likewise,
Just
thank you,
being-
definitely.
The pillar that we've seen in hip hop and music, the mentors. Means a lot to me. I know I'm not the only one, and I don't just speak for myself.
It's appreciated.
Every time I've seen y'all from Vegas to
Yeah,
no matter where it
Yeah,
is,
it's all-
to
Yeah.
Maria Davis showcases,
Wow.
no matter what it is,
No doubt.
you guys have managed to continue to be the awesome two that we know. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
You. Where can we follow you? Where can we like you? And what you have coming out besides the beverage that we can support?
Oh man, well, like I said, at Uga, we getting ready to do another version of it. This one will also be available, so we're gonna have more than one beer.
Right.
Social media, at the awesome 2 is an underscore somewhere.
Yeah.
At the awesome _ 2. That's on Instagram. Our personal pages at the Ooh Child, the Real Special K. Google us, you'll find us.
We're right there on everything. So.
And like I said, we do have a CBD oil coming out for the skin. You know, we're working on some things.
Working on some things.
Yeah.
More than a few things.
Also, we got to mention too. Can we talk about the book?
Yeah, talk about the book. I forgot about it.
We got you talk about it.
All right, so we're gonna have an interactive book.
Right.
It's called Icons.
Yeah, icons.
That's coming too. You know, you look at our face, and then you see the video. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it's coming.
Something different. It's coming soon.
Let me before I let y'all go, videos in the club and video DJs became a thing, and you guys were on the cusp of what that was doing. We talk about my man from Kid and Play,
Right.
Wiz?
DJ Wiz.
I talked to him this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And actually, well, for the Northern video yesterday, we did the video mix. So, you know, cats that didn't see it before could see it now. And it's, when I looked at it today, I saw like a little picture of it, I was like, wow.
Did you? I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
nah, you're going to see it. It looks.
Just trying to be ahead of the curve.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I remember when it first came out, and me and Wiz kind of spearheaded the video mix party. Even Wiz more so than me, but the video mix party consists of DJ Wiz and Ralph McDaniels and DJ Vern and Awesome 2 and Dana Dane and Big Set, and we used to do that in Manhattan. And we did it for over 10 years. Did you know that? We did it for a long time. And you know, we DJing, but you see the video,
Right.
and you know, we just trying to continue to do that, as well as whatever else we do.
Right. Yeah. No, it's needed. I know my man
level.
DJ Chaotic does it.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure y'all connect because he's
Yeah.
amazing at it as well. A lot of history, y'all. A lot of history, and y'all got a lot more life left to live. And I wish y'all more continued success. Thank y'all, ladies and gentlemen. This is the amazing, incomparable, awesome 2
Auga.
Teddy Tad, Special K, Auga.
Cheers.
June Archer. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.
Right.